I just wanted to make this quick video to document for our investors a bit of detail about the Tesla announcement. So we've got about a day to go, and we can expect to see, well, I would expect to see quite a lot of information regarding the self-driving and the semi. So basically this is a page we've just put up with some of the best video available to currently document what I'd expect to happen tomorrow. This video here, you can hit play there, hit YouTube here, and open up the YouTube link from this page. If you want to get back to this page from the home page of mygreencar.com.au, you can click here onto the investor information, go to the third page and click the semi page, and that will give you the page that we're just looking at here. So this first video, if you're just interested in the self-drive, basically watch from minute roughly 13 to about 23 from memory. Basically the 10 minutes from minute 13 to minute 23 pretty much detail everything you need to know about how far along the self-drive process is, and then if you want another little cheat, you can have a look here at this video from this morning, where we actually have someone who has used a code that they would probably have received from Tesla directly. Not accusing anyone of anything, but that's more than likely. And this fella basically goes and drives around, or gets his car to drive around without anyone in it, pick him up and then take him places. And this is all, you know, as of today in America. You can basically unlock this feature in the Tesla cars according to this video. So yeah, the whole how far away is it is kind of yesterday. So that's a quick overview of what to expect there with the self-drive. As far as general economics of Tesla ownership, we've covered a lot of that. They're much better than pretty much everything. Let's see if I can get to any part of this video that's worth watching. I'm not too sure if we'll see any screen caps here that are worth talking about. But yeah, that video, this video does cover quite a lot of detail that you may find useful if you haven't done much research onto the Tesla self-driving and the Tesla Model 3. I won't bother going through any more of that because it's mainly just him talking, but it is definitely worth watching. If you come back here, so that was the second video down on this page. We've covered that one. Bit of detail on this page here about the Nikola truck. So it's basically a you may know that Nikola Tesla is the person that Tesla is named after. So Nikola is a I guess you'd call it a competing brand, but they don't seem to be competing in the software, so I'd imagine they're just going to be using Tesla software or someone else's software on their vehicles. This video is well worth watching as well. Gives you a bit more detail about how Tesla has got to the point that they are at now, and we've just got some simple maths for people that don't quite understand the supply-demand scenario regarding Tesla. Currently they can make 500,000 cars a year. They'll be able to make about 1 million once the China factories open next year, and chances are they would need at least 4 factories in total to keep up with a fraction of demand. 90 million cars. What have we got here? Roughly half of them will be EV within about 5 years, and obviously if Tesla had the ability to make 4 million cars, which is 8 times what they can currently make, then they can still only make about 20% of the EV demand, and if they're the only car on the market that has self-drive, then there's a good chance their demand is going to be substantially higher than what they can fill, which is obviously why a lot of people are, like ourselves, trying to get as many cars now as possible before the wait becomes ridiculous. So we've got here some more information about the self-driving, to do with how far the cars can pick up, how far the sensors, I should say, can pick up. They're about 250 meters, so a quarter of a kilometer ahead, which is better than most people can see, as far as being able to work out how many cars are in front of you and all that sort of thing. The radar can go through cars, so you can actually see there's 10 cars over the next quarter kilometer. Yeah, a lot of stuff that we can't do with our eyes, so a lot of this is to do with how much better at driving the cars are, the Teslas are, than people. So from that first 10 minutes of that 27-minute video. Elon explains quite a lot of detail about exactly how much safer the cars will be before, like now and before the end of 2019. This video here is very interesting, just about the rocket launch and road trips. This video is reasonably good regarding what to expect on the Tesla launch, which is basically what I'm covering here. And this video is just one of their recent SpaceX landings where they actually bring the rockets back down to Earth, which is not particularly to do with the Teslas themselves, but if you think about the 1969 mission to the moon, a lot was learned from having the world's leading space program, which is what Tesla and SpaceX currently have. So hopefully that nutshells the main things to consider. And just going back to the Green Car website, we just had a quick look over. This will be the website will be removed shortly when we go to our new platform, but had a quick look over the service rates. These were written back in roughly 2014, and the Australian dollar was virtually at parity at the time with the US, so these the Australian values of these may go up slightly when we actually go live with the platform, but essentially you'll be using $75 to $150 per week if you want to go into our platform once the self-driving is enabled in Australia in 2024. But in the meantime, as you know, we can just basically rent out the cars, day rates to pay the loans, so you'll end up owning the cars by the time they need to do any of this driver membership subscription services. So just drop us an email if there's any questions, and we're more than happy to get back to you with more details. Some other pages of this website are quite out of date because originally in 2014, 2015 when this was put together, we were considering a swapping system, as that was the leading technology at the time. Tesla were considering a swapping system as well with their batteries, but around 2016, 2017, 2018 Tesla introduced quite a substantial fast charge network in Australia, and now we've decided that really Tesla is the only brand that we need to partner with. We were originally considering some other EVs, but Tesla's really the only one that's practical from a sense of charging and self-driving at this stage. So hopefully that gives you a bit more detail about where we are at the moment, and we'll look forward to the launch tomorrow and see if we can learn a little bit more. But yeah, if you do your research online, there's probably not too much to learn tomorrow that is not already available with some of those videos I've shown you. Thank you very much, and we'll post again soon.